So now we're going to have the silicon wafers. We need to go find silver now. And to do that, let's go ahead. I just burnt myself. That ship over here we got. Let's go ahead and... right, we need silver to be able to grind this down faster. I forgot. I was like, we'll make a super duper scout miner that's only like 3 blocks big. Let's just take this out. Let's just stick the antenna to this and take it out. That way we're not building some new scout ship. And we'll stick it here. Ore detector, please. If memory serves, this should require some rather strange components. Can we not connect it right there? I thought you could connect to the sides of those pipes. I guess not. We'll just stick it to the front. Okay, can't connect because I don't have the needed components. Okay, construction components, steel plates, ore detector. That's not all actually that bad. The motor doesn't make a lick of sense, but the rest of it does. Let's go ahead and just type in... Well, we got a steel plate. Does it only need 1? It needs 2. We need more steel plates. Actually, probably don't. Oh, God, Sage. Come on, just get to it. Click right here. I think the thing's there. Yeah, no, I can't see it. We don't have any ore detector components, so let's go to this. Hey, ore detector. Luckily, we can build that. We'll unqueue that. It'll construct the component. It's just sitting in the assembler's drop-off. So we'll type in ass right here and grab that component off of that. What else do we need? We needed a construction component if memory serves. What? I had searched ore detector, yet there's ore detector components right there. Or I'd searched ore. Oh, it's not actually called an ore detector, it's just called a detector. Cool, whatever, we got that. We got the construction components. We need 1 more steel plate if we want to do this right. We needed a computer if memory serves. And then I forgot the other one. Compute motor, right, the one that doesn't make a lick of sense. Can I please just... There. It's connected to this technically, so it's in danger of being broken off if that bottom connector's broken off, but at least it's there. And now we're going to go back to main storage, grab 1 more of these, because it apparently took 2 of them. And then that motor. That makes no sense to me at all. Cool. I guess maybe the idea is that the systems inside of the ore detector spin around, so they're scanning in all directions instead of just one. But it does bug one a little bit. And cool, now that we got that back in there, we'll actually see how much it would take to replace the drill that we lost, because we want to be able to keep mining as we were. Oh. You see these little vertical or horizontal lines on this thing? For a second I was like, what the hell's going on? Is there a screen overlay like I'm a camera robot drone? Alright, so we got that. Let's go to here, let's go ahead and type in drill, and see what this would take to put this in here. It's so funny to aim at that and suddenly see the big one. Okay, so drill, we need steel plates, large steel tubes, we got all that, we can replace it. And it's not too bad. And of course I'm able to access the main cargo system of the whole station we're at through this, because of course they're connected through the connector. So let's go back to main storage, you son of a monkey, you ape. Where is the bloody thing? I can't see it. That's the one thing I hate, is that when you lower the opacity of the background, it also lowers the outlines on clickable fields, when they should just be as visible as, you know, this line right here that you can't see because you can't see my mouse. The line that's around all the items. Perhaps doesn't let you record the mouse for some silly, stupid reason. Okay, so we got that. I've completely forgotten what we need, but we know some of it was steel plates. I think it needed 32 or 35 of them. Grab those. A large steel tube or 2, so we'll grab 4 of those. And we'll just start building, and then we don't have to have too much excess on us. And we'll place it right here down 1. There we are. And it should have the connection point at the back. Good. I think I got the exact right amount of supplies for the most part. A little tiny bit of extra steel. Construction components, motor, and computers, all we need now. Oh, look! A gigantic drill took just as many motors as this tiny little ore detector. How wonderful! That makes so much sense. Yeah, sorry. Okay, there we go. We got this. We got our ore detector. Let's go ahead and just do a double check that we can set anything to be owned by me and share with all, because I am in an empty world. And... okay, inertial dampers, this, that, and the other thing. Let's go ahead and pull the plug, disconnecting ourselves. That should have done. I pressed P. Oh, that locked our other landing gears. There we go. Okay, and yeah, wow, that connector's a lot stronger than I thought. Wow, I see why they had it hooked to a button. There it is, number 4. Away we go. I always found that a bit silly that you had to do that, or that a lot of people did do that. I honestly myself never really did, but I can definitely see why right there. Okay, and we got our ore detector. Let's go ahead and check broadcasting. Yeah, sure. Ore detector on and off. We don't really have an antenna on this, do we? No, we don't. Well, hopefully it'll work. I did just see a silicon thing I hadn't seen before. In one of the more recent updates, they added or 2 stones, so we should be able to fly over here and detect something inside this stone in Puri. God almighty. Look, we found uranium. Something that's supposed to be pretty damn rare, actually, but we found it. So we're going to cut open the stone, right-clicking. Wow, we got the uranium almost instantly, so probably shouldn't have even right-clicked at all, honestly. Uranium. Thank the maker. This is going to make things so much easier, so then we don't have to worry about battery setups and all that and nonsense. I can imagine people have probably played on this and had terrible, terrible luck with this sort of thing and been like, Sage, you clearly spawned in that little tiny mini rock. Nope, I didn't. Or maybe the uranium is very rare, and that whole, like, you have to use solar panels for most things nowadays is just the original plan that nobody was too happy with, which is a little bit unfortunate, because I believe the batteries in this ship should have recharged when I was connected there, right? If I could find the damn search menus. Oh my god. This is not acceptable, is it? Just so damn annoying. There. I'll have the tiniest little outline of stuff. Yay! Look at that. See, this outline where I'm typing should have been... This is fully depleted in 27 minutes. Stored power, current output. Where's the percentage filled? Shouldn't there be a percentage filled here at the bottom right? Current output, current stored. Should be, I thought there was supposed to be a percentage on this. Oh, whatever. If you have nothing checked, it's supposed to be like completely automatic, right? I can't remember exactly. I believe that was how they said it. With the new systems, it was just completely automatic and nothing was checked. Anyway, those batteries should have been filling up in theory when we were connected to that connector, so as long as our main base has power, we should be able to refuel these batteries without issue. Uranium, though, I think we will want to use as our main fuel source for the large ship, just because it's more reliable, because we won't have to worry about going into the sun, or going into the sun, going out of the sun's way. You might notice I've also turned on the lights, of course, because it's getting a bit dark here. As I mentioned earlier, we do have our 2-hour day-night cycle, so it should be an hour in the dark and an hour in the light, so we'll be acclimated to both. And I failed to say it the first time. Both times I've said that word so far. Fantastic. You know, I was thinking when I was planning this out, because I was planning to do something like this, a solo singular survival for quite a while, that I might want to do face cam on it. And obviously at this moment I have not. But I'm wondering in the comments, how would people feel if I did do a little bit of face cam? That way if I'm grumpy at something or whatnot, you can actually see the grumpiness in my face, which I think could be a little bit of fun. God, I'm so afraid to like push down on these things if it'll just like chew away at one of the drills again. So that rock's had a better day. Let's see how much uranium do we actually get. 1,000. Can I just drop this to the dropper? I hate that you can't do that in a ship. I wish if you took a block of something and took it to a drop point, it would just automatically drop it out of like the master connector. If there's only one connector, it would just automatically be set to the master one. Alright, and inventory space. What's our... Cockpit's full up, okay. Connector's pretty full up, actually. Drills are pretty full up. Don't we have a cargo container in this structure? Yeah, medium cargo container. It's actually full up too, so we're actually pretty full up. Let's go ahead and head back to base. We'll drop off all this stuff. Wow, I can't see anything. Let's go ahead and select those lights, shall we? Spotlights and radius, drop that down. Well, we need the radius. How do we get rid of that glare? Intensity? Well, it's not really helping. Let's also change the color because who wants that yellow look? We don't want blink. Intensity is sort of helpful. There's no way to get rid of that glare. Damn. I guess I might want to think about moving the lights too, that way they're not right next to the cockpit. And then again, we need them near the cockpit so we can actually see what we're doing when we're working. And now you can see our base, the easy start base that we've taken, in the dark. It's not that well lit up, honestly, is it? Maybe they had a worry that if they put a bunch of lights on this place, it would bog down a lot of people's systems, which can be understood very easily. Okay, so let's drop this down here, connect ourselves up. We might actually end up cannibalizing an awful lot of this base when we get close to completing our ship, because we don't necessarily want to leave this base here. Well, we don't really care, honestly, but we don't really want to... turn that back on. Turn off our inertial dampeners and connect. Hopefully that locked everything. Let's check the connector, shall we? There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's locked. I'd say it's probably locked. It's not locked. How come you're not locked, huh? Huh? Let's fly away and then fly back to it. Maybe so off, on, fly back to it. What the heck happened? I am pretty offset. I don't know. Okay, yep, that definitely did it. There, now we press P, we got a little bit of flicker. Cool. I can't remember what I was talking about a second ago. Alright, we can grind this place down because we don't plan to come back to it. So we can have all the supplies to build the piping and stuff in our ship. Of course, to do that, we probably need a proper building ship so we can grind stuff down and build with it. Okay, cool. We got that. Let's go ahead and take you and go to main storage with you. Main storage still has a fair amount of excess space. We'll just start dropping excess stuff off into there. I hate stone. I really hate the fact that you can't just drop it to this and drop it somewhere. Or just a machine that grinds it up without it being modded in. That's really is something that should just be in the game by default. Some way to remove excess stone. I hate so much that there is stone. I moved it in there and the machine like refreshed. It was like, oh, you got more supplies? I'll pull them into the refinery. Great. Look, you should be refined. You stupid refiner. Stop refining stone! Thank you. Jesus. I had to drag it all the way to the screen on the right. Ah! And of course, if I was to try to manually take it out, it would take 300 years. Really, I need like some sort of pipe that pulls it to a cargo container that only allows stone in there, and then grind that down and waste disposal as we did in one of the joint survival times. Okay, and I've even moved some oxygen out, or some ice out of the oxygen generator that is built into the ship. And now I gotta disengage our landing gears. There we go. Cool, inertial damage is on. Let's go back and continue mining, shall we? Honestly, it's just hit me that mining at night might be the most damn difficult prospect we've ever had. Oh god, I think the ground might be near me. There it is. Oh god. For one, it's difficult to tell your distance off the ground, which is absolutely terrifying. And for two, oh god. A lot of the mining on planets, in theory, is done by locating darker splotches of ground, which you can't really do if you cannot even see the ground. So I think what I'm going to do right now is, just because I know we're going to need mountains and mountains of iron for every little piece under the sun, it seems, I'm just going to start mining up a bunch of iron. Oh, there's the red iron right there. Fancy. Oh, don't fly too. Oh, and there's some nickel here, of course, too, which I'll probably grab because I think we're going to end up needing quite a few motors for our atmospheric thrusters as well. Tiptoe through the tulips. Now, I really do hate this mining ship. Because to mine, of course, you must aim forward. Or, in this case, down. And unfortunately, this ship actually has very limited thrusters when it comes to its above thrusters, as in thrusters that are placed upon its ceiling or roof. So every time I was to aim myself upside down, the ship will slowly want to drift that way, or at the very least, not allow me to hover upside down in reverse. So if I try to go what is perceived is, oh god, I'm all turned around now. Like that! No! Like that! What up? So if I go upside down, then that happens. Why didn't you just go backwards, Sage? You were fine, so you could have gone backwards. Everything would have been fine. Well, you can see I've been mining here a while, too. Oh, for God's sakes. We lost the big thrusters on this side. This is why you don't use other people's ships! Nah! What's smoking? Is that just the thrust making smoke? Yes. There.